Love moves without an agenda. It just moves because that is its nature to move. To be free of fear is to be full of love. Have you noticed, with whatever quality of love you have experienced, that when true love arises, it opens up both your mind and emotions? It's an openness to whatever is happening. When someone says, "I love you," he is telling you about himself, not you. Freedom and love arise when you dive into the unknown mystery of being. The perspective of love doesn't leave anybody out. Our illusions, the beliefs we hold onto, are the very doorways to our freedom. When we start to suffer, it tells us something very valuable. Whatever you resist, you become. We think that we resist certain states because they are there, but actually they are there because we resist them. Suffering is how life tells you that you are resisting or misperceiving what is real and true. Silence is the only teaching and the only teacher that is there all the time. Imagine trusting silence more than any thought you can come up with. In silence, a question has great power, because in silence a question will always lead you deeper into your experience. The silence inside of you is the sound of your knowledge collapsing. Remember, it is you who said, "I want to be free." There's a great silence that is listening to the thoughts. In the end, it's all very simple. Either we give ourselves to silence or we don't. If there is no grounding in silence, a spiritual question is going to lead you into your mind. This awake silence is available to anyone in this moment. When you rest in quietness and your image of yourself fades, and your image of the world fades, and your ideas of others fade, what's left? A brightness, a radiant emptiness that is simply what you are. My speaking is meant to shake you awake, not to tell you how to dream better. The aim of my teaching is enlightenment, awakening from the dream state of separateness into the reality of the One. You must want to know the truth more than you want to feel secure in order to fully awaken to the fact that you are nothing but awakeness itself. Our yearning for truth actually comes from truth. Your life, all of your life, is your path to awakening. Enlightenment means waking up to what you truly are and then being that. The light of consciousness has no mind to change or alter anything. Awakening to the truth is a deep realization of what you are as an experience. Welcome it. Real meditation is not about mastering a technique, it's about letting go of control. Suffering is caused by identification with egoic consciousness. One can't find true, lasting happiness outside of themselves. The mind is something that happens within you. The good news is that at the essence of who and what we are, there is a deep and fundamental goodness. Every human being, the way they move in life, how they act, is completely dictated by what they value. To have enough curiosity to start to question your deepest identity is absolutely vital and essential to spiritual awakening, and to the realization of peace and freedom. Awakened values are values that are inherent within conscious spirit. Who you think you are is just that, it is who you think you are. It is who you have been taught to believe that you are. When we come to the realization that we are not this identity that the mind has created, but we're actually spirit, at that moment spirit has become conscious of itself. It is the basics that are most important. From this, an incredible depth is to be found, an ongoing revelation of the truth of existence. Whatever happiness you find outside of yourself can be taken away. As one gets involved in a spiritual teaching, it's really easy to lose sight of the basics, or the foundations. You can't get rid of thoughts, and you can't get rid of thinking. Pay attention to what life is trying to reveal to you. When we identify with egoic consciousness, we go unconscious or become unaware of our true nature as conscious spirit. Thinking does not define what you are. All delusions begin in the mind. Fear is very often a part of the spiritual path.